Another tape show for WWE Monday nights. Alright, folks, so let's get into it. Let's not beat around the bush. Let's not drag this out any longer than we need to. It's the 18th of November 2024 spoiler edition of Monday Night Raw. And according to No DQ, it's made a surprise appearance. So, after the end that they were taped. Now, what I would say before we move into any more of these results is the fact that SmackDown is obviously live on Friday. The fact that Solo Sikoa is interfering in Seth Rollins' business almost tells me that Seth Rollins might have done a U-turn and joined the OG Bloodline. Because why else would Solo Sikoa cost him? And we've seen on Raw the 11th of November. And that's the problem with these taped editions, man. You're jumping all over the timeline here, but I just don't really see a world where it's going to go down like this, where Solo Sikoa is attacking him for no reason. I think it's going to be simply down to Seth Rollins joining the OG Bloodline. Now, as I did say, could it be just the fact they rejected Solo and called him a wannabe Roman Reigns? It could be, but Bronson Reed defeats Seth Rollins due to interference from Solo Sikoa, and then he raised Reed's hands after the match. Right, WWE Intercontinental Champion Braun Breaker versus Sheamus ended in a DQ when Ludwig Kaiser attacked both men. Brilliant. Phenomenal. That's exactly what we like to see. It's exactly what we like to hear. Let's move on. Rey Mysterio and Selena Vega defeated Chad Gable and Ivy Nile. I mean, this match was announced last week. Well, I say last night. So obviously it's happened here. I mean, as for Braun Breaker, actually, I didn't really talk. Braun Breaker retains. Trust me, I don't think anyone here was sitting on the verge thinking that, I tell you what, he might be onto something there. The big man, Sheamus, at the age of 44, 45, he might have a chance.
He might have a chance, damn it. He might have a chance against Braun Breaker. It was always going to go down like this, troops.
So sorry to burst your wee bubbles. And as for Rey Mysterio and Selena Vega, not overly surprised that they've picked up the W. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. When Chad Gable, look how much his stock is absolutely plummeted. Before Mania, the guy was in feuds against Gunther. Oh, can he win? Can he do this? Can he do that? And we all know he wouldn't beat Gunther, but the fall off since then is incredible. Now the Final Testament are even beating the Wyatt Six, and it makes you question, well, could Chad Gable not had a part to play in there? The War Raiders defeated Dominic Mysterio and Carlito. I mean, I don't know what happened there. What actually did happen there? But I'll tell you what happened here. Why does this fight just keep bouncing back? Bouncing back. What the whole thing just completely glitched it. Yeah. So yeah. War Raiders defeated Dominic Mysterio and Carlito. We finally got there in the end, folks. I don't understand why they're beating Dominic Mysterio in the Judgment Day. I mean, I'd go out on a limb and say that Carlito definitely took the pin during this match, but I don't really understand it. I do not understand what the future holds for the Judgment Day. It feels like they've just put all their eggs into the basket of Liv Morgan and Dominic Mysterio. But if you're a male and you're associated with the Judgment Day, you're just going to be a jobber for life. You're just going to be getting fed to the entire Raw roster, while all being cucks towards Liv Morgan. So not exactly brilliant there, folks. Not exactly brilliant there. Absolutely not. There was a segment to set up the women's War Games match Survivor Series. Rhea Ripley, who was wearing a protective face covering, made a surprise appearance and joined the babyface team. There was a brawl, and the fans cleared the ring. Rhea will team up with Belair, Cargill, Naomi, and Io Sky against Morgan, Raquel, Nia Jax, Tiffany Stratton, and Candice LeRae. Right, I hinted at this in the Raw review. Right, see these 10 women, right? This shouldn't be War Games. There should only be one War Games this match this year, because who is going to care about this women's one? It should simply just be OG Bloodline against the new Bloodline. See this shitey women's one. It's awful. You know, seeing they do a women's Money in the Bank, or they do a women's Rumble, or they do a women's whatever, it just feels inferior to the men. It's that simple. There's no two ways about it. Like, I mean, it simply is inferior, and people can agree about it in the comments, but that's what it is. Yeah. So, Bronson Reed. So it looks like Bronson Reed is going to be So Bronson Reed's going to be the 5th member of the new Bloodline. That's bogging. That's absolutely bogging, man. I don't even have I don't even have anything to say. So Seth Rollins, it's like, how overpowered does the original Bloodline team? I mean, it's the 4 Bloodline members with Seth Rollins against the Job Squad Bloodline with Bronson Reed. They should have went all out to get the Rock back. Anyway, Rhea Ripley returns. Rhea Bloody Ripley. If you're excited, leave it down below. If you're not, then I'll know by the one comment that no one cares about Rhea Ripley.